What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, you would probably think as the Bulls slowly, a couple days time, will be returning to action against the Boston Celtics that we would truly see a fully healthy Chicago Bulls team. Now, at the end of the day, it looks like instead of seeing a healthy Chicago Bulls team, you're probably going to see a little bit of a worse for wear Chicago Bulls team enter back to the NBA back after the All-Star break, and we're going to be discussing the two players that have suffered, or I guess there are even updates about these guys' injuries in this video. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and these injury concerns that just continue to swirl even in a break. There is still no good positive news that comes around for the Chicago Bulls. We're getting to the point February and March, where it just doesn't feel like there's anything positive that's going to come out of this season. It just feels that way when it comes to the Chicago Bulls. I'm hoping to be proven wrong. I would absolutely love to be proven wrong, but injuries are never a nice feeling, and updated injuries that don't actually help us are not going to be good injury, or I guess good news, or positive things either. So there's two players we want to talk about today. We're going to first start off with Patrick Williams, because this one is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, as well as quite sad. So as of now, Patrick Williams isn't running yet, and the Bulls are going to be very, very careful with the discomfort, the mild discomfort in his foot. Now, this is very interesting to me because this, again, I don't want to put this at anywhere near the level of the Lonzo Ball situation, but this kind of reminds me of the Lonzo Ball situation. When he was reevaluated, he was supposed to be reevaluated during the All-Star break. He was actually technically supposed to be back in this game against the Boston Celtics, but lo and behold, he's still suffering mild pain in his foot. We don't really know the reason why as of yet. So look, I'm going to hold out hope that this is going to be a small setback in what could hopefully be a strong end to the season for Patrick Williams, where he's able to play and able to continue to strive and stuff of that nature. But if this is simply going to be another situation where we're just going to be kept left in the dark based on another injury, then it's going to grow to be more frustrating in my opinion. Now, again, this is not a Lonzo Ball situation. I don't want anyone taking my words out of context and saying you're comparing this to Lonzo Ball and the knee cartilage injury he's having. It's absolutely not what I'm doing. I just find it very similar with the first couple of weeks that we saw with the Lonzo Ball situation, that he felt discomfort even though he had the surgery, even though he was technically fully recovered. And now with Patrick Williams, after being reevaluated, we are seeing very similar pain coming from him, but of course in his foot and not in his knee. That's all I'm really going to say. So I feel like this is more of a Bulls problem with not really, I guess, I mean, to be fair, this is no one's problem. It's just an unfortunate situation. The Bulls are being honest about it, or at least Casey Johnson tweeted this, and it's a Bulls update at the end of the day. So there's honesty all the way around here. That's not really my biggest complaints. But let's just hope things clear up very soon with Patrick Williams. Let's hope we get a little bit more detail. Let's hope we can get a further analysis of how long he's going to be out for. No reevaluations and stuff of that nature. I'd like a really firm date of when he's going to return. But maybe it's just at that point where we simply don't know. The Bulls don't know. Pat doesn't know. No reporter will know. No doctor will know. Maybe it's one of those situations. So give it a couple of days. I'm sure we can get a pure update for the Patrick Williams situation. Now let's move over to Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig has, he got hurt in training, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, with no Bulls All-Star representation, I think they had a couple of training sessions and whatnot with each other. And during that situation, Torrey Craig did end up getting injured. And the injury has been confirmed to be a right knee sprain, and he will be reevaluated in 2 to 4 weeks' time. So, again, two big injuries for the Chicago Bulls. A bench player that has proven to be very valuable for this Bulls team, and a guy in Patrick Williams that is a good two-way player, even if he's not necessarily seen as a superstar anymore. He's still a guy that can shoot 40% from the three-point line and can make an impact on the defensive end. So we're losing two big players here for the Chicago Bulls, the role players of this Bulls team. And what's so frustrating about this is that it's in positions that we need. I mean, look, if you've watched any of my last videos, you must know that I've been talking constantly about getting a power forward into this team, getting a 6'8", 6'9" player that can really bring some physicality to this Bulls team. And not only are we probably not going to get that, I think there's a good chance we are probably in all way, shape, or form, going to be losing that as well, losing what we had of that. Patrick Williams is our only natural, I wouldn't even say natural, but he's the closest to a natural power forward we'll probably have on this Bulls team with the way that's currently constructed, and he's going to be out. Torrey Craig, yes, he's a little bit undersized, but he plays a lot bigger than he is, and he's definitely a guy that brings his physicality to the game. If there's anything else he doesn't bring, the one thing he does bring is physicality, and we're going to be missing that as well. So I'm not going to lie, I sense the Bulls struggling in this next stretch, in the next 2 to 4 weeks, in the next couple of weeks, that Patrick Williams will be out as well. Now, I know we could do well without them. We've kind of already seen that. But still, we're going to be facing some hard challenges coming up. I mean, our very first game back is against the Boston Celtics, probably the best team in the Eastern Conference. That is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. So to see these two guys out for that game is not going to be an easy task whatsoever. But the Bulls need to find a way to persevere here. And whether it's the next game, if we win that game, that's great. Or whether it's the future games to come, this will not be an easy test. And these guys are important guys that we're going to be missing. So it absolutely sucks to provide this injury update for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. To kind of sum things up before I go, Patrick Williams is not running yet, and the Bulls will be very careful with that discomfort in his right foot, I believe. It is mild discomfort. So again, not really knowing the situation at hand here, just knowing that the Bulls are going to take precautions, which they should, and that he's still feeling pain. We don't necessarily know why. Then we got Torrey Craig, got hurt in training, turns out to be a right knee sprain. Very quick update with that one, and he'll be out for 2 to 4 weeks, or he'll at least be reevaluated in 2 to 4 weeks' time. So it could be even longer out than 2 to 4 weeks. So, look, 4 weeks is literally April. You know what I mean? I mean, not necessarily, but it's getting close to that time, 4 weeks, you're getting close towards the final games of the season. The season does not have that much time left in its hands. So big injuries there. And again, we can't be affording these injuries this late on in the season, but that's what we're going to have to deal with. We'll see whether or not we can overcome. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you in the next Chicago Bulls related video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.